Facts! What's up, everybody? Facts it is. My name is Mike Fields, also known as Facts, and welcome to another episode of Black Facts, Black Facts. Oh, yes. This is where I get to celebrate Black History Month 2022 in my own special way. You already know. Facts. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today is Friday, TGIF, especially if you work in education. My God. Yes. TGIF, happy Friday, everybody. It is Friday, February 18th, the 18th episode of Black Facts, Black Facts. And folks, we have a very special presentation today. All right. Before we get into that, check out the gear, y'all. You already know. 2 up, 2 down. Virginia is for lovers. Hate all you want, but you should probably participate and celebrate because Virginia is like that. Thanks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's so nice today. I'm going to go ahead and put this thing on right here. I got to put on the shades. It's Friday. We in VA. Oh, yes, it's like that. And we are celebrating somebody who's actually helped to change my life, specifically my diet, okay? We are speaking about none other than the one and only Miss Tabitha Brown. Y'all give it up, Miss Brown, y'all. Oh, yes. Social media star. Ladies and gentlemen, I first came across Miss Brown while scrolling on Instagram or Twitter. I can't remember which one it was, but she had a video of her doing a taste test on a vegan sandwich. I think it was a BLT. I know it was Whole Foods. And I was like, yo, she's pretty good. I didn't try the food at that time, but I was just like, I really like her presentation. Now, she did get me to try this vegan pizza called Daya. The brand is Daya. That's capital D-A-I-Y-A. And I saw that pizza. As soon as I saw that video, I started to see that pizza in like every grocery store that was like in my area. There really aren't any Whole Foods where I live, like anywhere around where I live, but all the other grocery stores that are around, they had this Daya pizza. And once I saw her video of that, I had to go out and try it because I had to stop eating pizza a while ago because of what it was doing to my system. Like the grease, the acid, the dairy. Just couldn't do it anymore. I didn't want to put myself through that kind of punishment, all right? So when I saw her video, I decided, you know what? I'll go ahead, I'll risk it for the biscuit. All right, I'll try this. And honestly, I've been eating that pizza, you know, I get it at least like once or twice a month, for real. Because I don't want to, you know, eat pizza all the time, but it's definitely worth the buy for me. And so shout out to Miss Brown for putting me on with Daya Pizza. It's definitely a good option for me. I don't know about anybody else, but for me, I rock it. I rock with it. So shout out to Miss Brown. Shout out to Daya Pizza. And shout out to Whole Foods. I'll get to you wherever you are. Need to be more Whole Foods. We need more Whole Foods, basically. Anyway, I did the research on Miss Brown. You know how I did it. I got my rusty, trusty computer right here. Oh, yes. And we're going to go through Google and see what we can find about Miss Brown. So I pulled up the tab. Looks like this on my computer. Oh, yes. Now, since she's one of the GOATs of social media specifically, it's all caps for Miss Brown. Facts. Here we go. Capital T-A-B-I-T-H-A space. By the way, I think Tabitha is in the Bible. I think it's biblical. Oh, yes. Do the research, folks. Moving right along. Capital. We're talking about Brown now. Capital B-R-O-W-N. Enter on that jang. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, it comes up like so. Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Brown, she's got a lot of information out here on social media. She's got, she also has Wikipedia.com. So she's got a Wikipedia page. IMDb, because she's in the media. She's in commercials, TV. I think she might be in some film too. I'm not really sure. Let's see what else. Time.com. do the research, folks. Just because I don't know, it doesn't mean it's not out there. So time.com, check her out on Time Magazine, the online version. Let's see. Of course, she's got TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. YouTube page is right there, so you already know she has YouTube. Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and get into the information about Miss Brown, shall we? So goes. You know I did a write-up, and let's get into it right now. Okay? Now, the research I did, the dates jump around a little bit. Okay? There's not a whole lot written about Miss Brown, per se, in terms of her history and all that stuff. But, nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and get into what I do have and keep it moving. Do your own research, folks. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself, okay? Miss Tabitha Brown. Here we go. Facts. Now, Miss Tabitha Bonita Brown was born February 4th, 1979. Happy belated birthday. Facts. She is an American actress and social media personality. She creates online video content incorporating veganism, humor, and motivational speaking. She has been described by the Huffington Post as America's mom, and her content has been characterized by critics as being comforting and calming. Ms. Brown was born in Eden, North Carolina. She was raised in Stoneville, but grew up and did schooling in Eden. She started studying fashion design at Miami International University of Art and Design, but dropped out at age 19 and moved to Laguna Niguel, or Laguna Niguel is capital Niguel. And that's in California. California dreaming, baby. I know a little something about that. Oh, yes. Now, after struggling financially, she returned back to North Carolina, this time moving to Greensboro, where she lived for 5 years. Okay? Time. Now, in 2002, Brown got a job as the co-host of a local late-night show. Oh, yes. Where she interviewed celebrities who performed at the Greensboro Coliseum Complex. So right here, she's getting into the entertainment biz. Hosting, interviewing folks who come to Carolina, specifically Greensboro, namely the Coliseum Complex, the Greensboro Coliseum Complex. And here goes this entertainment career, all right? That's the seed, okay? Now, in 2004, she moved with her husband to Los Angeles, California, where she tried out stand-up comedy. And right away, when I see that, when I read that, I didn't know she did that. It kind of shows and proves, like, when she's doing her videos, like her confidence, like her presentation, the smile, the eye contact, all of that stuff. Just her presence. I can see how stand-up comedy can be a factor, like an element of her approach. Just what stand-up comedy, just I've tried as well. It's just, it's something that, you know, it takes a lot of guts to stand up in front of a room full of people with a microphone, tell jokes, and see what happens. Like, that takes guts. Okay, so shout out to all the stand-up comedians out there. Stand-up comedy is certainly an art form that is, I think it's underappreciated. Seriously. And I think there's so many comedians who do it so well and make it look easy that a lot of people feel like, I could do that. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But ain't but one way to know for sure. Ain't but one way to find out. Just get up and do it. Just like she did. Facts. All right? Now, after her efforts to land a role as a TV actress, Brown spent 5 years working at a Macy's in Century City, which is also in California. After 6 months of being settled in, Brown began bouncing between North Carolina and Los Angeles to care for her mother, who had developed ALS. Shout out to everybody who's helping their family, especially when it comes down to like health, having health issues and all that. Shout out to everybody who's pitching in. And I'm praying for you, praying with you. May God provide you with His supreme protection, provision, and preservation. In Jesus' name, amen. Facts. All right? That's a soft spot for me, for real. Anyway, here we go. Brown has spent 3 years taking care of her mother. Unfortunately, her mother passed away in 2007. But following that, Miss Brown began her career doing small acting roles in several indie films and also doing direct-to-video films. Now she's getting it going, see? Perseverance, baby. Never give up. Brown subsequently developed chronic pain and fatigue and could not work for a year. She was then introduced to veganism by her daughter, and her daughter suggested it to help her with her recovery. So somewhere along the line, her daughter did some research on veganism and saw it as something that could possibly help her mom, and Ms. Brown took hold of it. And the rest, as we can say, is history. Oh yes. Now that, like I said, the history jumps around a bit. Now we jump to 2017. In late 2017, Ms. Brown was running out of disability insurance funds, which led her to becoming an Uber driver in October of 2017. Shout out to Uber. Shout out to everybody who's driven for a living, for, you know, extra money. You want to call it extra money? You know what I mean? Like, shout out to everybody who's participated in the driving industry. I know it's helped me a great deal, especially when I'm, you know, in LA or wherever, New York, wherever I might be. In DC, you know, when I don't feel like driving, I don't feel like taking the train, I don't feel like taking, you know, the metro. You know, shout out to everybody who has actually, you know, their lives turned around for the better through the driving programs, such as Uber. Shout out. All right. Shout out to Uber and all the other companies that help out that way, that have these kind of opportunities for people who really need it. Thank you very much. Now, let's see. Uber driver now, and in order to make ends meet as a so-called struggling or part-time actress, she was driving. Okay. Now, later on that year, in December of 2017, her video review of a Whole Foods Market vegan BLT, that BLT sandwich video went viral, after which the company hired her as a brand ambassador to travel around the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, what can we say about perseverance? You can't give up, yo. You gotta keep on pushing. And that's exactly what she did. She was just being herself on video. I remember this video. She was on video doing a taste test, and her review, the way she responded to the food, the way it tasted, the crunching and all that stuff. Listen, she created her own like space and her lane. Even though there are a lot of people doing those kinds of videos, there's nobody like Ms. Brown when it comes to that kind of thing. And I think a lot of people they know that, and she might have been influenced by other people who come before her doing the same kind of thing. But her spin on it, it's just like Michael Jackson and the moonwalk. Like, he wasn't the first person to do the moonwalk ever. He didn't invent it, but the way he did it. Everybody since Michael Jackson been trying to beat that. Been trying to do it like him or better. No such thing. No such thing. Same thing with Ms. Brown. Like she got me to try some food that I never tried before. She got me thinking about veganism. She and my cousin Kayla, of course. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Kayla. But she and my cousin Kayla got me thinking about veganism. But I actually tried veganism, or just this vegan pizza, through her. That's powerful, because I don't play around with my stomach or anything like that. Like, I know I need certain foods, right? Dietary restrictions, that kind of thing. And it was just worth it. And I appreciate that. Shout out. What's up, Kayla? What's up, Evan? Yes, sir. Facts! Congratulations, y'all. Oh, yes. Now, moving right along. So goes. She's now a brand ambassador for Whole Foods. Let's keep that in mind. Entertainment business. Keep that in mind. In early March 2020, she created a TikTok account on which she began sharing vegan recipes, cooking tips, family moments, and encouraging advice, amassing 2 million followers in the space of 5 weeks. That's 2 million followers plus in the span of 5 weeks. God, that's crazy, dude. But that's... Somebody say, if you got it, you got it. Facts. All right. In late April 2020, Brown was signed to Creative Artists Agency. In late June 2020, she began hosting All Love on Ellen Digital Network. All right. She had also been broadcasting live cooking shows and product reviews on Facebook Live since early 2018. So she was already building up to her Whole Foods outbreak. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm sorry, her TikTok account blowing up and all that. She had already been planting seeds on Facebook Live. You know what I'm saying? It was just a matter of time. So shout out to everybody who's just plugging away, man. Getting this social media thing, whatever it is you want to do, putting it out there, staying focused. You know what I'm saying? It is a grind. It takes a lot of work to do all these videos and everything like that. So I appreciate all of, especially the good content that I can personally take a part of. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you for influencing me, helping me to put this on. I appreciate that. All right. Now, she just signed to Creative Artist Agency in April 2020. In late June 2020, she began hosting All Love on Ellen Digital Network. Now, in 2021, so last year, Brown hosted the YouTube original children's show, Tab Time. And that's what you see right here, Tab Time. All right, so go to her YouTube, check out Tab Time. Oh, yes. All right. Now, Brown has over 4 million followers on TikTok and over 3 million followers on Instagram as of July 2021. Man, that's big. Now, again, Ms. Brown is married. His name is Mr. Chance Brown, and he was a police officer for the Los Angeles Police Department. And they co-host Fridays with Tab and Chance on IGTV. So they have an Instagram TV show called Fridays with Tab and Chance on IGTV. And before we go further, shout out to police officers, good police officers. My father was a police officer in Washington, D.C., all right? And he did that for about 10 years, all right? I have a huge respect for police officers in general, specifically ones who actually take care, and love on the community for which they are policing, guarding, protecting, and serving. I appreciate you. I love you, praying for you, praying with you, wishing and praying for God's protection, provision, and preservation. Wishing you, wonderful days and good experiences always. And I understand that, we as people, we have our flaws, we have our sins and all that, but, we need more good police officers who really want to do the job the right way, which is to literally protect and serve everyone. All right? Protect and serve. I appreciate you. Shout out. I love you. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Keep grinding. Thank you. All right. Now, together, she and her husband have 2 children and reside in Los Angeles, California. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Miss Tabitha Brown. She is a legend. She is one of the GOATs. I suggest you take her information seriously. It helped me. It could help you. Give it some time. Do your thing. Do your research. And of course, that's what we focus on Black Facts. Black Facts. It's all about the research, folks. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Maybe to a vegan BLT from Whole Foods. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. Big weekend coming up. All right? Be safe out there. Take care of yourselves and each other. Like I said before, it's always about VA. 2 up, 2 down. I still got some California dreams, just like Ms. Brown. But we're going to make everything happen the way it should. All right? Take care of yourselves, y'all. Oh, before I go,